Hey y'all, happy winter solstice. You can hear my baby in the background with the maracas coming in with the happy winter solstice. It is the reason for the season on my side of town. I love winter solstice. It not only, of course, signifies the first day of winter officially, but it signifies so much that actually can give a understanding of what is going on in this time with us emotionally and spiritually and mentally. So winter solstice is a time, first of all, anything that I do and that I plan for and that I, how I make decisions has a basis and a root of nature behind it, and so anything that I celebrate or anything, the root of it has to be nature. If I'm going to celebrate it, it has to be nature and spirit if I'm going to celebrate it. So for me, that is what I celebrate when it comes to winter solstice. Winter solstice is the first day of winter, of course. Not only does it signify the first day of winter, but it also is the first day of this time of darkness, the first day of this time where the nights are actually longer, of course, because the days are shorter after, at this point. And when it comes to winter, that is why it kind of feels like this dark or heaviness or hibernation energy of it, because that is what it is. It's based off of nature, things that, are dying and withering and going within and hibernating in nature, right? So whatever goes on in nature is going on also within us. So just as this process, when it comes to winter solstice, as this process as it has culminated to now this day where it is an emphasis on the light, but it's an emphasis on the light because the light is kind of, has kind of gone away at this time. And it's more emphasis on the dark within us or outside, right? It's more emphasis on the dark because the days are shorter. But as we get to lead up to the springtime and the spring equinox, more and more the days start getting longer and it starts becoming lighter outside more and more as the time go on. So that process within itself, that process taking it from the dead of winter and it being an emphasis on a lot of darkness around, and then culminating of going towards the light because now we're going towards having more light. That same process, that same succession happens too within us, going from the darkness into the light, and also making sure that we keep hold of the light to get us through the darkness. So just like in nature, that dark period and that light period happens in seasons, just like it happens within us. But outside of it happening in seasons, I want us to understand that this balance and this simultaneous like succession between darkness and lightness, and using lightness to get us through the dark, that process, that's not just a season to season thing. That's not just, oh, I'm experiencing darkness in this season and I'm experiencing more lightness in this season. That's not just a season to season thing, but I think that that's also the process overall that happens within us on a regular day-to-day basis, going from dark to light and light to dark, and having this ebb of flow, this natural ebb and flow of emotions and mental merry-go-rounds and again, ebb and flows. That process happens frequently on a day-to-day basis within us. And this is something that I think we have to be more intentional about taking a hold of, understanding and nurturing more this process within us, this process that goes from dark to light to dark, back to light, and to dark again. This happens within us every day. And the thing is, what is happening is that we're not allowing that natural, a lot of us are not allowing that natural process of ebb and flows of emotion to take place, because we're putting expectations on it with our mind. We putting expectations on enlightenment and being positive in our mind. And so we're shutting down the natural process that may bring up the darkness within us, but we're shutting it down in a man-made way. It's like you're creating this man-made effect to shut down your natural process of taking you through darkness onto the light. And so because of that, these emotions are getting trapped in us, and this darkness is getting stored more and more within our shadows, within our subconscious, and it's bound to come back up sooner or later. And it's bound to continue to stick to your subconscious. And if you continue to keep it in the shadows and not become aware of it, not accept it, not hear it out, not understand it, and not nurture it, then it will seriously become you, and it will become more, that darkness will become more of your identity, because you are not dealing with it in the shadows. So it's in the shadows getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So just like that process in winter, from winter to spring, we have to accept that we have that same process within us on a daily basis, that process from dark to light to dark. So what I want you all to do is understand that we can get through the dark. Don't be so afraid when that darkness comes up within you, because it's there to show you something. It's there to speak to you. It's there to guide you towards something else, okay? It's there to guide you towards the light. And so I want you to understand that you don't shy away from your darkness. As a matter of fact, you knowing that you have light is the thing that should actually help you welcome your darkness, because it's almost like a shield of, your light is almost like a shield of faith. And that's what gets you through the darkness. So that's what helps you to welcome the darkness with open arms, because you know you're armored up with the light. You know you're armored up with the light. And here today, that is why it's important and it's symbolic to celebrate winter solstice, because it is the celebration of the light within this dark season. The celebration of the light in this dark season is important, because it's important in you even welcoming your darkness. If you don't have hold of the light, you'll be too afraid to face your darkness. So understand that if you have light, it's okay to open up to your darkness, because it's going to guide you back to the light. And understand that it is a ebb and flow process that happens within us every day. So don't shy away from or shut down that darkness, but instead bring light to it and welcome it, and let it open up and speak to you and guide you back to your light. Okay? Happy winter solstice. Me and baby, we celebrate with the little things here and there, with the little activities, maybe with some hot chocolate. We're going to decorate the tree some more. We're going to do some, I'm going to do some journaling, and we're going to do some crafts and just reflecting. Today is a day of reflection. And so when those dark things are coming up in your reflection, open up to it, because you have the armor of the light. Okay? All right, peace. Happy winter solstice.